Holders Paris Saint-Germain made it through to a second successive Champions League final on Wednesday night as they held off Bayern-Munich to finish 1-1 and win 6-5 on aggregate. Ousmane Dembele put the Parisians into an early lead and then they largely controlled the game, albeit benefiting from some controversial refereeing decisions. A late Harry Kane goal was not enough to bring Bayern level on aggregate. PSG will now meet Arsenal in the final in Budapest on May 30th, where they will be bidding to become the first French club ever to retain the title. And for more on this week's Champions League action, I can welcome Victor Bolorunduro, who is a sports journalist with the Peninsula Qatar. Good morning, Victor, and thank you for joining us today. Let's start with last night's match in Munich. Was that a job well done for PSG, in your opinion?
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. That was a very interesting match, but of course, you can't compare it with the first leg, which was the 9-goal thriller, which was very, very exciting. But all the same, last night gave us what everybody agrees to be a feast of football on both sides. So it's very interesting. My congratulations to PSG for reaching the final for its second successive season. And they're on the verge of making history as the only two clubs who will be retaining their title should they win the final in Budapest. So I will say very big congratulations to the men from Paris.
Now, PSG's path to the final has been a bit similar to last year's. They were fairly unimpressive in the early stages of the tournament, but they came to life in the knockout stages. How do you think the team as a whole compares to last year's side?
To me, I think they are stronger this year. If you look at the fluidity in play and the way the team has come together, there is this cohesiveness that is inherent in the team that shows a team that is on the verge of retaining the title. They've played impressive football. They've expressed the never die spirit. It's been wonderful, a wonderful football from PSG. Yeah, you might say, yeah, their path to the final this season is almost similar to that of last season. But if you look at the pattern of play of the PSG team, they seem to improve with time. There's always been a remarkable improvement from one match to another, and which is an indicator of a team that knows what they are doing and are ready to successfully defend their title. So for me, it's been a very impressive performance from the team so far in this championship.
Now, facing PSG in the final will be Arsenal. That's a repeat of last year's semi-final, which PSG won. Two Spanish coaches, Luis Enrique and Mikel Arteta, will be facing off against each other. It stands to be a clash of styles. How do you expect that match to go?
Oh, well, yeah, you said it all. Two Spanish coaches with very impressive portfolio and the pattern of play. I think definitely, if you ask me, everybody would expect PSG to have the day in the hand. To lift the cup one more time, to lift the trophy one more time, going by the antecedents and the pedigree, as it were. They have the experience, having been the defending champion. They won it last season, and now they are defending. Arsenal. This should be, they've not won the champions. They've not won the trophy. They've not been here, won it at any time. So if you want to go by experience, PSG should have the edge. And then if you want to also look at the pattern of play and the fluidity, the teamwork and everything should point towards PSG. So if you ask me, if I want to place my money on any of the teams, definitely I will place my money on PSG. But this is football. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Football is unpredictable. The Club World Cup is a perfect example of this. Everybody thought PSG will just, have a walk in the park and then retain the title. But at the end of the day, Chelsea won. So anything can happen in football. You can never, it's an unpredictable game. That's why everyone loves it. And that's why we call it the sport that is loved by many. So going by everything by the statistics and all that, PSG should carry the day. But like I said, in football, anything can happen. You can never take anything away from Arsenal.
Now, Arsenal have actually had a few jitters this season. It looked like they were going to basically blow the league title in England, but now they look like they might win it again. They're also undefeated in European football this year. And they've also conceded very, very few goals, only 6 goals in the tournament so far. Will this be something that Paris Saint-Germain will be looking at very carefully, how to break Arsenal down?
Yeah, it's the final. And everybody knows that when you are in the final, I mean, it's no joke. It's no child's play. Everybody in the final is here to win. All right, it's the last resort. So everyone in the final, everything in the final want to give in their all, their best, and ensure that they lift the trophy at the end of the day. So I don't think PSG will be looking down on Arsenal. I mean, for a team to reach the final of an impressive and a very tough competition like the UEFA Champions League is no joke. So, yeah, there will be, I mean, it's sure that it's going to be a very interesting final that everybody will enjoy. So, yeah, like I said, everything points to PSG, but you can't take anything away from Arsenal. So let's cross our fingers and get set for another ride of a very eventful football.
Now, just like last year, the semi-finals hosted what will probably be the best game of the tournament. Last year it was Inter Milan against Barcelona. This year, of course, was that 5-4 match between Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich last week. Is there part of you that wishes it was Bayern Munich against Paris Saint-Germain in the final?
Of course, of course. That's what everybody wishes. Like yesterday should have been the final, as it were. Look at what happened last week, the 9-goal fest. That was pressing football in Paris. So, yeah, I mean, it's the wish of an average or neutral football lover that the final should have been PSG versus Bayern. But like I said, this is football. Congratulations to Arsenal. Kudos to Arsenal and the Arsenal fans for reaching this final so far. So yeah, everyone would have loved to have a PSG Bayern Munich final, but definitely here we are with Arsenal, and you cannot take anything away from Arsenal. They've earned their place in the final. They've earned their place. They've played impressive football. They've shown resilience. Many people didn't give them, the opportunity. Nobody thought they would go this far, but they proved everyone wrong. And so here they are in the final, and they could, definitely go the long haul, and then at the end of the day, win the trophy. So it's anybody's game, as it were. It's anybody's game. Is the final. It is anybody's game. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that, Victor Bolorunduro, sports journalist with the Peninsula Qatar.